Hi there, weaving friends. Well, I said in my last video that I'd try and be doing something sooner rather than later for my next one, and this is sooner. It's only been a day or so since I posted the last video. But I'm starting a new project, as I mentioned. It's going to be a scarf. Let me grab the bowl that's got the yarn. Here's one of the yarns. Doesn't show up real well on the camera, but that's one. This is, the color is called Cedar. It's Queenland's Collection Recycled Tweed yarn. So 40% recycled wool, 40% recycled polyester, 20% recycled acrylic. And I'm going to be weaving a twill. It'll be a point twill, but just basically a twill, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4. But I'm going to do it in the warp with 2 threads of this cedar color, and then 1 thread. Again, I'll show it to you up close. Get in focus. There we are. This is called Bone for the color, but it's the same kind of, it's the same brand of thread. It's the same brand of yarn. And I'll be doing 2 of the cedar and 1 of the bone. So 3 threads, but done in a 4-shaft pattern. So I should get diagonals. And so it's threaded in the warp as 2 of the darker browns, then 1 light brown, then 2 dark, then 1 light, then 2 dark, then 1 light, etc., 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 all the way across the loom until I end with the 2 dark on the other side. Okay? And my intention is to do the same thing in the weft. 2 darks and 1 light, 2 darks and 1 light. So that should give me kind of an unusual crisscrossy pattern that's staggered by the fact that it's in a twill. I've got it in my head how it's going to look. I can't describe it any better than that in words. You'll just have to stick around and watch the rest of the video and see how it turns out. Okay, gang, I'm at the loom. All the warp has been measured. All the heddles have been threaded through. Now it's simply a case of slaying the reed. So we'll do this, and I'm just going to show you just a couple of them. So, grabbing them in sequence, coming down in here, grab each piece of yarn, each thread, whatever you want to call it, and put my little slaying hook up. This is that really nice slaying hook that looks more like a paring knife that I got years ago up at Vavstuga when I took that class out there. My goodness, that must be 11 years ago, 10 years ago, I don't remember exactly. But anyways, I do like this little slaying hook because it's got a nice handle on it. It's much easier to hold on to than just a thin piece of metal. So I'm going to do just enough this to let you see me slay the reed for 1 inch worth of warp. Then I'll turn the camera off and finish all the rest of these over here that still need to be slayed. And after that, obviously, I've got to tension this thing. Something's beeping in the kitchen. I don't know if you guys heard that on the camera, but I heard a beep, beep, beep. Something out in the kitchen is asking for attention. And there we are with that batch of strings. We'll tie a temporary slip knot in it. Good to go. Well, weaving friends, here we are working on this scarf. And I think I mentioned to you earlier that my plan for this is to do 2 shots of the darker weft and then 1 of the lighter weft to match the fact that I have got the warp set at 2 dark and 1 light. So, and the easiest way for me to remember this right now is that the dark, that's this one, always sits on the right hand side. The light moves back and forth. So here the light's on the right hand side now. But the dark is going to go over and then come back. Now the light is going to go over to the left and stay there. Then the dark will go over and come back. And it doesn't show up real well, but I am treadling this as a twill. So 1, 2, then 2, 3, then 3, 4, then 4, 1. Although I've got my treadles set up in a walking pattern, so because of the tie-up, what I'm actually treadling is 6, 8, 7, 9. But I think you can see the pattern and kind of see what I'm doing here. And I'm purposely not beating very hard, even though naturally I would like to beat hard. It's just the way I normally do things when I'm weaving. I tend to have a rather a hard beat. But on this, I'm purposely just gently pushing the threads together. And now I think I gotta stop and advance the warp, so put those guys out of position. Okay, so that was But you get the idea of what I'm doing, I think. Can we zoom this in just a little bit more? That's about all the farther I can zoom. Hopefully you can see the pattern. I'll show it to you again when I get it all done. I'll do a nice close-up of the whole scarf at that point. But that's enough for now. I want to get back to just weaving and listening to an audio book, which obviously I can't listen to whilst I'm talking to you, because number one, I'd get confused, and if any of the sound came through, then I'd get a copyright strike from YouTube. So more when I'm a little bit farther on. Well, folks, this time I've decided to do my cutting off at the back of the loom instead of the front. This is going to be more than I need for doing twisted fringes, but that's okay. This way, being right-handed, you could actually see it because I'm going toward you instead of away from you. Okay, that's done. I got to go around to the front and roll it up, take it off, and I'm going to sit and do some twisted fringes. Okay, I've got everything I need here for twisting the fringes. I've got my little pick comb, my dictionary, which becomes the weight to hold things in place, scissors, 6-inch ruler, fringe twister, and scarf. So let's move a few things out of the way just for a second. I've learned in past projects that I like to start with the fringes being a raw edge like this at about 6 inches. So we'll put that on there. Comb these out. And you can see they're not real even, but they're at least 6 inches long. So let's see where 6 inches gets to us. Right about there. We'll just grab the scissors. This doesn't have to be exact, but it's got to be in the neighborhood. I got a wastebasket off to the side there. I can throw those little pieces away. Move this over a little bit. Again, I'm not being exact with this. You know, the twisted fringes, they're not too critical. One more there. Okay, let's comb it out again, see how it looks. A little bit long here, kind of shaggy looking, so we'll just take a couple off. Grab the twister, and let's start. It should be good. Let's go with 4 threads per, so 2 in each twist. Usually when they're 6 inches long like this, I find that approximately 30 twists is the right number, so let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll see how it looks. What did I drop? Something. Don't know what. Oh, my scissors. They're not critical at this point anyways. That looks... So the length of the twisted fringe is about 4.5 inches. Perfectly acceptable numbers. So now we'll do another 2 threads, and another 2 threads. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do one more on camera and then switch over and put my earphones on and listen to an audiobook or maybe music. I haven't decided yet. So there's 1, there's 2, One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get those guys out of the way. There we go, we've got 3 of them done. It's enough for the moment. I'll bring you back when I get a lot farther on. Well, something went crazy there for a second. The whole screen on my camera turned shades of pink and purple. And even when I turned the power off, it stayed. I don't know what that was. And I don't know at what point in this particular segment of video that's first happened. Nor do I know if it was just the screen or if it's what showed up by you guys. We'll see when I get to editing. So, anyways, as I was saying, I think this scarf is done. I've already started warping the loom for the next one. This one, as you can see, is in 2 shades of brown. The next one will be in black, red, and white, or shades thereof. So that's this video done. Like every YouTuber says, but they usually say it at the beginning, I'll wait till the end. Like, subscribe, share, the whole bit. You know what goes on with all the YouTubers asking that. So we'll see you the next time around, whenever that'll be, but it shouldn't be too long because scarves don't take me that long to do. Bye-bye.